Welcome to Mercy's Designs. My name is Mercy and I demonstrate Stampin' Up! Products. Today I want to show you this really cute side accent easel card. So you can just set it up there, so the accent's here and it's a square for the easel part. So I think it's super cute and has a lot of potential to use with a lot of different stamp sets. But today I am using the Christmas Barn stamp set. And the DSP that I'm using is, let's see, Celebrate Everything. So I got this idea from creating with Colleen. And here are some of the measurements. I'm going to back off a little so you can get it all. Measurements. And then this is what kind of went into the card. But I will put that at the end of the video in the description. So be sure to check that out. And if you have any questions, just either email me or put in the comments anything. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is create the base. So this is my what I use for scoring, the Stampin' Up! Cutting device. So this is very simple. This is a standard 5.5 by 8.5, and I'm just going to pop it in here and score it down the center, which is 4 1/4. Next, I'm going to turn the card, and I am going to line this up here at 1 1/4. So this part I'm going to be cutting up to that score line. So just like that. Then I am going to push this back, that little flap, that 1 1/4 inch, and put this back in. Now, from up here to here, it'll be 2 inches, which is not halfway. It's actually 2 inches, 2 1/8 would be halfway. So just at 2 inches, and then I'm scoring. So that is all it takes. Then we just need to do some burnishing for the base portion of this card. So very, very straightforward, super easy as you can see. So what I'm going to do is this part I burnish one way and then I burnish the other way just to make sure that we have a really good hard score line. So same, that will really help. So here's the base. Now the part, this little flap here, all we're going to do is go ahead and we're going to put it down, glue it and put it down. So that becomes a stable, permanent fixture. So the next part is we're going to get into a little bit of stamping, and I will speed this part up because I have found you will get the idea, but it will shorten the video, which is actually appreciated, I think. So here I have my Stamparatus, and I've already put the fence in the correct place. So I'm going to be using soft suede to stamp it twice. I have already attached, this is the stopper, this is the side accent. I've already done that ahead of time. And then I have die cut out all the little parts and colored them because I feel like you do not need to see all that. It's pretty obvious. And then I also, there's a die for the sentiment, which is really cool, which I kind of forgot about with my initial card. So I have also die cut that out. And this is what with the stitch rectangle. So now it's just a matter of decorating. So we're going to bring back in our base. So when you are gluing your front accent square, be sure to only glue this part of it. So we're going to get started on doing all that. So I am going to add the side accent panel, and I think it's really pretty with this colorful, like these ornaments. So there we go there. So do not glue on this square like you might be tempted to do. Instead, only glue on here, and keep in mind that there is a border, so allow for that as well. So here we go. I just love this little card. I think it's just super fun. So here we go here. Now it is, I'm just wiggling it into place. That's what I love about the liquid glue. And now we can start building from there. So with the stopper, you can see it works well. With the stopper, we are only going to add it at the top, raise it up, and at the bottom we're gluing it. That was one of her tips, Colleen's, in her video, and I thought that does make a lot of sense. There's no need to raise the whole thing out. It just looks up. It looks a lot smoother this way. So I got a little bit close to that edge, so I'm just going to nip it because we don't want that seen, and remove the backing up from the strip. So I intentionally do not decorate this in the front at first, because if I make a mistake which direction, then I'm going to be disappointed. So all we do here is then line it up. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We just line it up and attach it. So now it's flat here and raised here to stop the easel part, so it can be there. So one of the things I did want to point out is this is stamped, and look how plain it is. This is in Tuxedo black, then coloring the bow, and then finally filling it in with green. So you can see it's very easy to decorate that with multiple colors. Sometimes I think we don't realize just how easy. You could stamp it with green, but you get more variety this way, I feel like. So I'm just going to slip this in behind, and of course with the liquid glue I can wiggle it in place. So beautiful. Now we are ready to work on decorating this, and because I pre-stamped this is like 1.5 inches, I want to say, down, and I used the stamp press and stamped it twice. Yes, it's about just a hair under 1.5 inches. I will always make sure that I will have it the right place. So I'm going to speed up while I add a few dimensionals to these elements, and then we will get back. I'll slow it down and we'll start. We are now ready to start decorating again. I will go ahead, I'm not going to pop this up further, but this is like an ice snowbank, I guess. I'm not sure. It's part of the die set for the Christmas barn, the barn doll dies. And I'm just going to just place it like so. And look, I've already picked up my thing inadvertently. And so for this one, I'm going to just kind of have it over here. So they're sledding along. And then with the first tree, I'm going to go ahead and add it to kind of tuck it a little bit behind the sledders. So I think it just looks a little more pleasing to have some things overlapping, and that works out. This is it's actually a pretty small image if you think about it here to be a focal image, but I think when you add all these other elements, it really pulls it together. So, and as you can see, the second card has a little bit different color scheme. So we're just kind of changing it up. This base is the Pacific Point, whereas my original one was Granny Apple Green, but I always like trying it different ways. I think I prefer the red because it's just a great Christmas color. Okay, so as you can see now, the easel, and it says Merry Christmas to you and yours. So I love this card. Hope you will give it a try. If you have any questions or stamping needs, please email me at mewants3@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to help you place an order with the host code. Thank you so much for watching this. I'll bring in my original. So here's the original, and I think I do like it die cut out here. It's a nice little element. So the colors are, this is the shaded spruce. So I just think it's really a great little card, and again, hope you give it a try. Thanks again for watching, and happy stamping.